Moving ahead to the very important session जो कि हम अभी सुनने वाले हैं on promote a safety culture for organizational excellence by Dr. S.N. Rao. He is Ph.D, M.Sc, M.B.A, M.Phil, SMISE with 25 plus years of experience. चाहेंगे जोरदार तालियों के साथ आप भी इनको वेलकम करेंगे. Please give him a huge round of applause. और आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं भी जरूर कहना चाहूंगी, मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके इरादे बुलंद होते हैं. मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके इरादे बुलंद होते हैं. पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. तो एक बार और जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं. एंड लेट्स वेलकम आवर गेस्ट स्पीकर डॉक्टर एस.एन. राव सर.
Good morning to you all. It's my privilege to be here today to present my topic on promote a safety culture for organizational excellence. I am very thankful to Chairman Sir, ISE and team members for inviting me to this program. When I joined my first after completion of my education in industry in Mumbai area, first day after entering into the plant, they asked me to wear helmet. That is the first training day. There, the day started with a helmet and until retirement. Now, many things observed during my first training period where accidents, how it is occurring, the training programs which I learned it, I would like to share. According to DGFASLI report 2021, 32,413 accidents were reported and resulting 1,050 fatalities and 3,882 injuries in 2020. In 2024, approximately the injuries reported in 2024, approximately 7,560 in June, up to June, in the report which I observed in Hyderabad one program. Any industries, first comes to safety aspects. Thank you. My topic covers like this. First is the agenda is introduction, background of the safety aspects and concept, principle, strategies, technology and benefits and conclusion. The first thing, whenever safety aspect comes, Bhopal caste tragedy will be the first everywhere, wherever you go. Still, till date, the Bhopal tragedy will be addressed anywhere, any programs. Approximately 15,000 to 20,000 people were injured. A Ghansala, the mine disaster is another one. The Cobra chimney collapse, another one. Bhadravati steel plant, that is another one in Karnataka. Banco steel plant, Bilai energy management department fire, Vishakhapatnam steel plant. These are the few major accidents in industry where the negligence were occurred. That was the causes, major causes. Recently, in Andhra Pradesh, there was one accident in Achutapuram area where the negligence was occurred in the during the shift change hours. It happened. Approximately 20 people were expired on the spot, and 38 people to 40 people were injured seriously. And due to the negligence and the shift supervisors and the practices adopted in the industry, where the like example, what my observation was that it is a cultural that was not practicing properly, which I observed it. So here safety, why I have taken this topic is safety cultural, where culture is there. Minimum we can avoid to maximum level. Today when I am coming from Hyderabad to here, I observed the bus, which is the sleeper coach I am coming, and the boy was not too much studied. He was very less than 10th class or so. But he is giving some safety measures to me. I felt, so that level, transporters are taking care. But even though the transport accidents, road accidents were higher in Tamil Nadu as on date, because of higher speed, overtaking, and observation of the lighting systems of the buses. So these are the factors which still it is happening in, it is uncontrollable. So that is the one other major area where accidents are occurring. My interest is on industries. Safety refers to the management practices that aim to protect workers, machinery, facilities, structures, and environment and industrial setting. It is important to prioritize safety in industry to prevent accidents and injuries, protect property, and minimize disruptions and productions. As our Ph.D. members is explained today in the Act. So from 21 to 49 points, the sections in the Industrial Act, if you see, lot of cultural point we can note in 29, 31 sections if you see. So the Industrial Act clearly specifies for to adopt a minimum small scale industries to large scale industries, they should adopt the points. So the safety culture, actually the principle is the safety culture is a set of values, attitudes, practices that are shared across the organization. Example, training, communication, and best practices. But it is not the same thing, what I see. It is derived based on 3 E's. The 3 E's are, one is evaluate, educate, and enforce. Here, maximum industries now, as Sanva sir has explained, the institute is taking, like many institutes, organizations are adopting, internal organizations also, safety department is every day they will practice it. But enforcement comes to the management point of view, they're very not so effectively implementing as I feel. So I have derived that one multidisciplinary approaches and all. So recognizing or identifying potential risks that exist or may have been predicted at work is crucial. By evaluating these risks and implementing proactive health initiatives in any industry sectors for successful safety culture. So the concept, when we think of the concept, any organization we have got the safety departments. Unless until minimum safety activities are not implementing in the industry, there is accidents definitely will occur. If you practice best practices, it will be avoided. See, in this figure, the cycle goes from very large to small level. So number of safety related accidents, incidents occurs when we are not adopting the safety culture. So safety culture, when it is implemented by management taking initiative, then it comes to the normal stage still. So safety culture originating in 1980s actually, and it is a workplace management concept encompassing employee knowledge, beliefs, perceptions, values, and behaviors. Here, behavior-based approach major place for employees for adopting the cultural in industry. It is crucial for organizations as it fosters safety attitudes, promotes safe behaviors, and directly impacts performance. In organizations without a safety culture, incidents tend to rise and fall in a safety cycle, as shown in this figure. An increase in incidents results in management intervention, usually in the form of a greater emphasis on safety and training. This is a turn may lead to a decrease in accidents. So the decrease in accidents when management takes initiative and implements. So why? Where we are failing for implementation part. So there are government rules, regulations, guidelines, standards, and compliance, all these to be implemented. All we should follow these guidelines, rules, code, and everything. So where, when, how, all these regulations to be followed, guidelines to be followed in industry. So codes, if you take up the codes and standards, safety in organization involves identifying and assessing potential hazards including airborne, chemical, biological, ergonomic, and physical hazards and assessing their probability, severity, and potential consequences such as injury or loss. A code is a set of rules and recommendations made by the experts in the field for others to follow. The codes are not the law, but are means to safety the law. A standard is a more detailed requirements that are specified to meet the code. There are times when a product standard is written and then a code is written based on the product standard measurement and requirement. So if you see the electrical codes that are necessary to follow, which implies the legal binding, it is binded by legal bindings. And standards, ISO standards, for example, 14001, 9001, 2015, and 14001 EMS and OSHA's, all these ISO standards, if you follow, so the best practices will be adopted in the industries. So when the cultural transformation is happening, there are a lot of research was carried out. Many research were carried out. That research by Mr. Eric Barney has examined one stimulus and response. The stimulus and response that is called cross-sectional and parallel analysis. With this, when cross-sectional analysis were in industry, when cultural transformation before and after parallel analysis were taken after transforming the culture. So that is born. And another one, David Boley, he has made tangible, intangible, and behavioral-based approach. These two are major research works done by in foreign countries, and they set some examples with that. One is safety values. Safety values in the workplace are shared beliefs and values that significantly influence the management of workplace safety. Safety leadership strategies. This is important as far as the implementation part concerned. Safety attitudes and safety performance. So safety attitudes is the main point for behavior of the employees in the organization for implementation of the cultural activities. Culture in the organization. So there is 4 pillars of the implementation of safety culture. One is the management safety system, training and awareness, policies and guidelines, leadership support. Unless until leadership support is there, the 3 points cannot be implemented in the organization. For example, policies and guidelines. These are the internal things which can be implemented easily by the supervisors and managers of the organization. And training and awareness. These programs also be conducted internally by external organizations. So, management safety system, if it is present in the organization, a system or policy by the organization, so and with the help of, with the support of the leadership, so it is implemented easily. So that means everybody should be get involved in the for implementation of safety cultures. So there are, I have derived two aspects where industries are happening the accidents. The employee or officers or supervisors who are in the working, they should get more confidence. Then only the culture, organization culture will be implemented. So first is accidents, the prevention of accidents. There are two things are there, important things. First one, proper design, redesign, or a final option can considerably decrease or eliminate accidents resulting from machinery and equipment. Now, there is a National Building Code of India in 2016 is presently for any designing of industries, buildings, high-rise buildings, hospitals, all things to be followed, compulsory. So, unless until we are not having more implementation part of the design part, so accident may occur. So, design is one of the primary concern for protecting property, human beings in any institution or organization. And another thing is awareness programs. Education and awareness for employees working in their institution, it is must. So, when cultural adaptation from olden days to nowadays, if you see, when old technology is changing to another technology, for example, automation is taking place in industry, so there will be lot of resistance comes from the old employees because that they may not adopt easily because they are tuned to that old practices, so new practices cannot be implemented easily. But they, if you give the advantages, benefits, and how fast we can do a new machinery is there. With that, how fast we can do the production and with the safe practices. So the confidence level will be developed in the employees so that the technological changes can be adopted by the old employees. So like real-time data, if the old employee sees the real-time, what is happening exactly and right now. So that will be seen with the latest technologies, microcontrollers, and if you see the adopting that internet, IoT technologies, so implement in the industry so that real-time analysis, real-time data will be generated and implemented. And augmented reality, digital transformation, ecosystem perspectives. These are the new technologies which industries to be adopted. So recognizing or identifying potential risks in those areas and implementing the new technologies, it will support for easily adaptable in the industries. So such culture of safety, participation, engagement, recognition, and success. These are the points for any organization easily can be adopted if you follow this. So, after I have drawn some of the points. One is for better implementation of the organizational culture. So, safety guidelines and procedures are essential for preventing accidents and injuries and should be followed consistently. A positive safety culture is important for any organization that wants to ensure protected surroundings for its employees and customers. Achieved and maintained when it is introduced, encouraged, and practiced by senior management. When this happens, safety becomes an everyday part of our business. This is the topic which I would like to go. Thank you. Any doubts, please?
It was already brilliant, sir. चाहेंगे सर के लिए एक बार और जोरदार तालियां हो जाए for Dr. S.N. Rao, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable knowledge and experience.